it's important to show up and advocate for those programs and why they're so important. People show up to a school board, they'll say a lot about the curriculum that their kids are learning about. But when somebody that owns a multi-million dollar company shows up and says, I hire these people and you can't cut this program, they listen. It's a big deal. You see the trucks driving down the road and they go, that's the guy that showed up and talked. Oh, hey, that's the project manager who came and spoke to us about the quality of students, and I trusted her. That matters. This last year in our award ceremony, when Tradestrong brought scholarships to us, I mean, it was amazing. Those kids had those like big giant checks, and they had industry professionals on stage with them, and it was a big deal. And there was a pile of kids that were in that ceremony, young people, that would have not been honored at any other time. Getting involved in supporting career technical education is easy because almost anybody that's in the industry has something to offer. And maybe people haven't thought it out yet, but it's simple things from engaging one of the teachers or a local program to give them some advice on where the industry is going or where it's headed, offering job shadows, tours. Sometimes it's financial, supporting scholarships, equipment, gear bags, branding. There's so many things that are important. Showing up and spending time in a class, if they already have something running and bringing something in your hands to say, this is something we work with, or cruising by with a piece of equipment, that's pretty important. And sometimes, you got a little extra time at the end of your day. Swinging by a school that you have a relationship with is a pretty big deal.
With budgets, not just in California, but across the nation right now, we're all feeling the incredible crunch of finances. We keep programs alive in public education by the number of kids that are enrolled in these classes. So by marketing and again, getting those messages of success, opportunity, pathways out to parents so that parents can then be talking with their students. Counselors can be talking with students about opportunities. When industry will come in and partner with education, there's so much that we can do. But without that partnership and that collaboration, the message doesn't go out.
Yeah, I was, just kind of doing a rough tally on how much we've gone through just in this room in the last 6 months in material. And I'm a believer that the best way for kids to learn is to have the opportunity to fail and try again. That chews up a lot of raw material. Raw material is really expensive. When I'm teaching kids to set up these machines, I want them to be able to have the ability to make a mistake and see an end mill snap in half because they didn't do it right. But if those end mills might cost us anywhere from $30 to $80 a piece.
Right now, 100% money. Bottom line, it's money. When education budgets are already tight and they're going to get even tighter, if we don't have kids taking these classes and we don't have outside help from businesses and industry, we won't be able to sustain this. We're trying to give kids a broad width of education here in a high school situation, and if we don't have outside private industry partnering with us, we're not going to be able to keep these programs alive, which in turn, in the long run, affects the U.S. economy.
Threats facing career technical education today are a lack of knowledge of the industry itself. Counselors, we have amazing counselors that do everything that they can to take care of kids, and there's so many different jobs and responsibilities that they have. Unless they have a connection with somebody in the trade to help them understand the pathway for a student, they can't explain how that kid gets there. And so we need to create familiarity and support for programs in order to funnel kids in the directions where they have interest, they have passion, that they have been practicing, because it's very difficult to be trained as a counselor or an educator in the trade education. or in trade systems, they don't know how to do that. And so unless we can provide some level of resource, career technical education fails in light of academics, because teachers know academics, but they don't know trades. And so we need to have a presence and an involvement in order to familiarize them with those things so that they can help kids get connected with great careers.